Question number 12, Dr Megan Woods.
Thank you. My question is to the Minister supporting Greater Christchurch Regeneration. Does she agree that the first homes in the East Frame will be completed 5 months ahead of schedule?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Nicky Wagner.
Yes, and I have been assured by both the Chief Executive of Otakaro and the Chief Executive of Fletcher Living that the first 20 homes in the East Frame will be completed ahead of schedule.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Dr Megan Woods.
How can the first stage be 5 months ahead of schedule when, according to the original cost-sharing agreement, the first stage should have been completed in 2015, and even the timeline in John Key's announcement of the delayed project should see residents moving in this month and not waiting on a construction deadline a year from now?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Nicky Wagner.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. I think the member is confusing the proposed construction dates with those finalised in the contract. The development agreement with Fletcher's was signed in December 2015 and the completion date for the first homes was October 2018. They will now be completed in May 2018.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Dr Megan Woods.
Is it correct that not only is the first stage a year behind schedule, but that her predecessor admitted last week that the two other lots are expected to be delayed by 4 months and 12 months and 6 years after the earthquakes? Isn't it time for her government to do better?
Yes. Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Nicky Wagner.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. Yes, I have been advised that the number of homes in the plans of the next two super lots have increased, which means the constructions of those lots will take slightly longer. But we still expect that those 200 homes from these lots will be constructed by the middle of 2019.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Dr Megan Woods.
How many of the 13 Sarah-led anchor projects have been delivered to the date set out in the original cost-sharing agreement?
The Honourable Nicky Wagner.
Mr Speaker, we are working through the anchor projects. The timelines are publicly announced and we will deliver those.
Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order.
That was a very straight question. I asked how many out of 13.
Can I just invite the member to ask the question?
Thank you, Mr Speaker. How many of the 13 Sarah-led anchor projects have been delivered to the date set out in the original cost-sharing agreement?
The Honourable Nicky Wagner.
Mr Speaker, what I can tell you is 3 of the projects, the Oval, the parts of the Avon Otakaro River and also the bus exchange are complete and operating well. And if you would like to put that question in writing, I'll give you the full details.
Question.
There's only 13 of
Order. We now come to questions. Order. We now come to questions to members. Question, Claire Curran.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.